Wow, our very first summon event is now available, and this is why you should be saving your pulls. Hey everyone, TimaeuSS here, and welcome to another Etheria start video. Now, if you check the announcement tab, currently there's an event notification for the Wishbinder gift, and I believe this is going to be our very first summon event, and I'm going to go through it and what my thoughts are because I can already see some of the feedback for the event. And on top of that, of course, we do have the X2 event happening this weekend, so make sure you are saving up some stamina, as I've done so already. Now, in terms of the Wishbinder gift announcement, you can see that when you're summoning on the permanent summon, you can earn points, and once your point reaches certain thresholds, you can claim stage rewards such as perfect lattices, quantum cipher box, and quantum prototype, and more. Now, this is very interesting to see what they're cooking. Now, to go over the resources being used, let's just log into the game. Okay, so first of all, this is based on the permanent summoning pool. So if you go into the summons, you'll see that currently, of course, we do have the rate up of Lilium at the moment, but this event strictly will apply to the permanent summon. So the guaranteed SR higher Animus every 10 summon, and this is the general pool. Looking at it, you know, every single character is going to be there except Lian, and of course, even the light and darkness units that have just been added or released will go into the pool as well. And this is what some of the whales were pulling on in terms of the pool at the release of the game, right? Because people just try to fish for a multitude of light and darkness unit. Now, this still is going to be, 80 pulls to secure an SSR, and there's no pity in the sense that you're not pulling for a specific rate up character. Whereas, of course, for rate up, if you pull an SSR, it's going to be Lilium. But for here, we're going essentially just for anything goes, right? So this is the pull currency, and it uses the purple one, the Animus prototype. So this you get from going through the storyline, going through packs in the shop, in exchange, and we do have some decent income for that. But a lot of people would be using it for, of course, you can buy them as well, but a lot of people would be using it for pulling on the rate up banner when it happens. So I would say that not everyone has a bunch of these saved up, right? Personally, for me, I have a ton. As you can see, I have about 600, and that's because pretty much I topped up in game initially, pulled all of the characters, missing one or two, and then boom, that's it. I haven't pulled ever since. I think I got Fucho early, and I didn't get Nahor. I essentially skipped him, right? So now this is a decent time to go into the permanent summon because some of the stuff we'll get looks insane. First of all, lattice. We're always short on perfect lattices, so this is for the SSR skill up, and so this is going to be a very, very important part. We 100% will need this, okay? And then later, we also saw that they have things like the prototype, which is, I believe, a random SSR too, but I can't see it here. Maybe if I go into the challenge, they have it in one of the hard. No, they don't. Okay. Anyhow, it is, I believe, a random SSR that in some of the older packs we did have it, where you were able to buy for, I believe, 100, and then you get a random SSR that's not secured. Now, what's interesting is that there is a cipher box. And what that means, apparently, some people data mined it, is that it might be a selector, our very first selector box, which will be absolutely crazy, even if it is on, RGBs, right? The reds, the greens, and the blues. That's completely fine. Having a light and darkness selector would be even better because people just go for Lily for the non-Lily players. But hey, I am missing a very crucial unit in Tsukiyomi. So if I have that selector box, and because I have so many pulls saved up, yeah, I'm gonna go for it. And I do understand a lot of people may have already used their currencies, especially after Lilium dropped, and you probably wasted all of your gems, and she is not as good as we originally thought her to be. But you might be short, and you might not have enough. So for me, I'm missing 2 characters overall, and that is gonna Nahor, which I think is alright to skip on, and then of course Tsukiyomi, which I absolutely need. So with that said, definitely it's a good event for whales. For free-to-play players, it really much depends on how many pulls does it take to get all of the words, because perfect lattice is very important. The random SSRs I guess it's okay. But the selector, if it's about 120 pulls, 160 pulls even of standard pulls to get a selector, I think that'll be very, very nice, because a lot of the games, they price their selector at $99, right? So how many pulls does 99 get you? If we take a look at here, so this is 10 for 8,000, so we need about 100, so 8,000 in terms of crystal value. So yeah, it is about 100, right? It is about 100. So if we can get equivalent of 99 to exchange for that selector, I think that'll be very, very nice. But once more news drop, I'll definitely go through that with you guys and see if it's worth pulling on the standard pool, or this is just a pull, get your perfect lattice and get out kind of thing. Let me know your thoughts. I've seen people are happy or people are upset about kind of this new event. A lot of people were concerned, wow, this is happening right after Lilium, but Lilium's pulls would not have counted, right? Lilium's pulls would not have counted into the permanent summons at all. And some people were saying that maybe this is retroactive. Personally, I don't think so, unless they set the bar to the pulls really, really high, because we got so many pulls initially. Even the free-to-plays have quite a bit of pulls saved up, so it'll be good if they say retroactive will apply, but I really, really doubt that. Anyhow, let me know your thoughts, and thank you so much for watching. And it's TimaeuSS here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye now.